Okay, we're cooking with reckless abandon, like the Dalai Lama says. We've got basically some trout fillets in some kind of mix of stuff. They include habanero peppers, so we're gonna see how this turns out. Wish us luck. Okay, so we flipped it over one side, basically a couple of minutes on one side. We flip it over and it's good to go. We got the next batch in, looking really good. Basically salt, pepper, garlic powder, and those habaneros. And it's basically a couple of minutes each side and it's good to go. Got it on high heat over propane. Alright, and that batch is looking really, really good. Tasty. Okay, and it's pretty hot out here, so we got our little tasty watermelon something honeysuckle vodka thing. And got the next batch going right there, so it's going good. So far, what we saw, at least what we think of this recipe, I think it's gonna be a good one. Alright, last batch is almost there. Give it another minute and we're ready to go. Alright, continuing on with the cast iron cooking. We've got some sweet potato fries as well as potato fries and some onions. Cooking in the, this is the Dutch oven, bigger size one, 5-quart. Rocking and rolling.
Okay, so with a catch and cook, well, we're showing the cooking part, but we missed out on the catch part. So we just got to throw back Wednesday instead of throwback Thursday, and we'll just go look back at I think it was early this year, about February time frame. We fished Town Lake, McKinney, for some trout using a Rubber Legged Near Deere. So we're gonna rehash that video here, maybe cut it up a little bit, and just show what we caught, and then we'll go finish out everything with the details on the recipe of this habanero / salt and pepper pan fry. All right, check it out.
That's what we used the other day. Cork strike indicator set about 3 feet above the near deer. In this case, it's the near deer with the rubber legs. We got the real Trout Max. There's a hit. All right, they're hitting right off the bat. So the fish are cooperating. Just yours truly is not making the hook set. We've tried the just let it sit, dead drift retrieve, where it just pretty much sits and we just watch for the indicator to go under. Also did some long pulls, these little short pulls on the fly line, and then finally we'll start mixing it up with the twitch of the rod, where we'll get them to start hitting or at least chasing it, and usually nip at the fly as we're doing this. And we'll feel them actually feel some tension on the line when we have one nipping at it and almost taking it. And eventually it'll work for us and we'll get one on the line, hopefully here shortly in this video. I missed him. Okay, so we'll eventually get one, but we've got to do a lot of casting and adjusting and finding the pattern. So we'll do some long pulls, we'll do some short pulls, we'll make some adjustments and do some of the twitch retrieve. There's the hit. And, well, we may even have to mix it up and take the strike indicator off. But just do some short pulls and see what happens. We know the fish are there. We know they like the pattern, the rubber-legged near deer, and we know that as long as we stay on track and keep going, we're going to get a fish or two. We're getting a lot of hits. Just seem to be missing the strike, so we're going to take the indicator off and see if we can get them with a slightly moving fly. Here goes. Okay, long pulls, let it sink, and they hit it. So a little bit deeper, it seems like. Maybe it's because it's cold, but here it goes. Number one for the day. A little tyke. All right. Let's be a little picky today. Okay, let's try this again. Got him that time. All right. Wow. Maybe we can land this one. Let's make sure. All right. Okay. I think we're going to keep him. He's little, but we'll keep him. There we go. Number one for the day. All right. One in the bag. Let's see if we can get another one. Okay, so in this instance, we see the fish out in the pond striking on the surface. So we know the fish are going to be active. And we just gotta get our mojo back and hopefully hook some.
Okay, let's see if we can keep this one on. That came right off. All right. Number 2.
All right, so for this round, what we're going for is a limited trout. Looks like we got some in the bag, and looks like we've got some cooperative fish. Now we just got to do our part and make sure we can keep that pattern going, and make sure that when we get a strike, we set the hook in time. And this one's going to strike as we're doing a short pulls, no strike indicator, and we can see he went for it.
All right, well, this one hit pretty close. See if we can get another one. Okay, back on the indicator. Let's just get this guy in. All right, number 4. Cool beans.
One thing to keep in mind is line management. Unfortunately, yours truly will tangle up on that mono running line, but luckily we also have a fish striking.
There we go. All right, let's get this guy in. It's a nice one, bigger one. All right, all on the near deer with the rubber legs. Okay, so that was fun, going back to, I guess it was February of this year, where we were able to go and limit out on some trout. And so we kept those in the freezer in blocks of ice to make sure that they stayed fresh. And oh, by the way, they did. And we were able to do this catch and cook. And of the recipe, real simple, just some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, and then a habanero that you finely chopped. And then for the trout, fillet them. They come out thin, so you're cooking them at a high heat at 2 minutes each side. If you want them really crunchy and whatnot, you can go probably another minute. But when you do it on high heat, you're really going to cook it up there. Don't worry about the bones. The bones will get all crunchy, so you can skip that. And then finally, we suggest some kind of soy sauce and lemon mix, and you're good to go. All right, and sometimes we'll cook it with some rice as well as some vegetable. In this round, we went with some onion rings as well as some fried potatoes over a cast iron Dutch oven and deep fat fried. I think it was vegetable oil this time, though. Anyways, do give it a try. Real simple: salt, pepper, garlic powder, chopped up habanero, 2 minutes each side, some fillets from some trout fillets, and give it a shot. And oh, by the way, you might even try it on other fish too.